Hi friends, and welcome back to my cozy little corner of the internet. If you are new here, my name is Glennie, and today I'm actually going to be sharing with you a few games that I have tried out as demos, and I wanted to kind of share with you my 2 cents of the games and how I enjoyed it, and I think you would enjoy as well. So enough of me rambling, let's get into it. The first game I want to talk about is a game called Cats in Cozy Rooms. I know it's pretty straightforward, but it is an upcoming casual simulation game that actually helps you unleash your interior design skills for some cat clients. In the game Cats in Cozy Rooms, each level introduces you to a unique cat client, each with their own tastes and preferences. What you have to do as an interior designer is to design their dream cozy space by selecting furniture and decorations that aligns with their likes and dislikes. For example, the first cat client that I tried out in this demo was a cat named Daisy. So her preference is have more of a rustic style to the furniture or the decorations, loves the theme of pretty much like flowers, and hates music. So you kind of have to arrange her home, or not arrange, but design her home based on getting rustic style furniture and decorations while also adding a lot of like plant themed decor around the house. There's also some decors that don't make or break whether you get a 5-star rating or not. The main thing is that you don't add anything that they don't like and add as much things that they do like. I thought this game was super charming, very cute and cozy. I love the hand-drawn art style that's warmth and personality to every room that you create. There is a lot of decoration and themes to choose from, so the possibilities are always endless, allowing your creativity to flourish. Once the game fully releases, I am looking forward to seeing what else is available out there in terms of the theme, because in the demo it was a little bit limited to the type of furniture and decor that I could see, except for the ones that is available to me. I wanted to see a lot more, but I know with the demo it is quite limited, even though it didn't show like every single theme and the decorations and the furniture that would be available in those themes. It does provide you enough stuff that you're able to kind of customize and personalize the decor and the rooms based on your taste, also considering the likes and dislikes of the cat. I know once the full game comes out, it probably is going to get a little bit more, probably not as difficult where you're stuck, but I think it progresses as you progress in the game. So maybe there's a lot of things that they may not like, or things that they are looking for, or if there's like, because I know that you have a certain budget that you could use as well, so you also have to manage that. But again, because it's not fully released yet, I can't really say what's going to be available and what's not going to be available, so there is a limited information that is out there. But based on the game itself, I really like the demo version of it, so I'm really excited for when it is going to be available to fully play. I know the game is still in development, and I know that the developers are going to be working on probably adding some updates. If you are interested in trying out the demo, it is available on Steam right now, and you can kind of try it out yourself to see how you like it. Next up is a game that I did try out during Steam Fest. It is still a demo right now, but it is going to be launching on April 8th on Steam. Tiny Garden is a charming mix of farming simulation and a little childhood nostalgia, blending Polly Pocket vibes with a relaxing garden building gameplay. You pretty much tend to crops, decorate your cozy space, and experiment with biomes all inside this adorable capsule toy. So your little capsule, or like your Polly Pocket type of space, it does have like this wind up at the side, which it kind of helps you proceed with like moving forward day after day. That's how you kind of progress in the game per se. But in this little capsule space that you have, you're able to decorate the furniture at the top, while down below you're able to tend to your little garden and grow crops. But there is no money system involved per se. Instead, your currency is actually the produce that you make. Well, not always the produce, because you're also creating like flowers as well. So whatever that you are making in your little garden, that is the equivalent to what you'd be using to unlock like certain seeds, to unlock the next level. So yeah, it's very different in that sense, but it is also intriguing because because you're obviously not racking in all these coins to buy whatever you want. You have to kind of be strategic in terms of like what you need to plant in order to get XYZ. So if you want a new seed packet or a new furniture to add to your decor, you have to pay up with carrots or potatoes or sunflowers or whatever that it's requiring. As you expand your garden, you'll unlock new vegetables and discover that certain plants need specific environments. For example, potatoes need moist soil. So in order to do that, which took me a little bit to understand, you need to add a water feature. And cacti and sunflowers, they create new biodomes that unlock more possibilities. So it is in a sense farming, but there's a little bit of puzzle into it. Like you're able to move things around, but you also have to create these little mini biodomes in your little Polly Pocket space in order to create these new, or I guess in order to plant new seeds and unlock more vegetables or plants to be able to expand your garden. The ultimate goal for all of this is to obviously kind of get to the end point, but because you have such limited space, you have to just kind of be careful of like what you're planting. So for example, when you're planting cactus, it hardens the soil around it. So whatever that you're planting by the cactus, it's gonna die. So because it's not in the same biome, if that makes sense. If you get that sunflower growing, which took me so long as well to figure out because I had no idea what I'm supposed to do with the sunflower. Like I knew there was something there, but I didn't know how to like unlock what it's supposed to do. Anyways, that sunflower, like once you figure it out, creates sunlight and it also sparkles like a block of soil. So anything that you plant in that block of soil also produces bonus seeds packets along with your regular harvest. So you're able to, instead of having to purchase more seeds, it would just give you bonus seeds as you're harvesting. I also like the fact that you're able to kind of customize your little capsule toy, like your little miniature Polly Pocket space. You can add stickers, colors, add atmospheres, like obviously little furniture. So it's like, I don't know, it kind of just brings me back to my childhood because I used to collect Polly Pocket all the time. Obviously I didn't like add stickers and all that stuff like you can in this game, but it's just like the idea of having something that's similar to Polly Pocket and mixing it with a niche, the game niche that I actually enjoy, which is farming. The puzzle like farming rotation in the gameplay kind of keeps it like fresh and engaging because you're also thinking. So for most like farming games, you're just kind of doing the same routine over and over. Whereas this, it's kind of like you have to really be strategic in like what you're planting, and then you have to think about what you need to harvest in order to get the next level of like seeds or whatever that you need in order to level up or unlock the next like stage. I do really like the animation. The background music is super relaxing, so I could definitely see myself really playing this game and just like trying to figure out like how to create these little biomes without like ruining the rest of my garden. While there is a lot of like strategic planning to it, so it's not just like the regular farming game, this can feel a little bit grindy in the early game, especially when you're trying to figure things out and not understand what you have to do. And again, like managing the biomes is going to be a trial and error for everybody. It's including me. Like I literally had such a hard time trying to figure out like what I'm supposed to do because I had like no idea and I was just like planting. And yeah, like when it's like, oh, it needs like moist soil, like I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. Again, trial and error, just like eventually figured it out. And it doesn't really give you like a tutorial in a sense for what you have to do in order to get to the next step. Like it doesn't tell you. So you really are having to use your head, which can be frustrating, especially when you want something more casual where you're just not thinking. So those are the things that maybe could put someone off. But otherwise, I think it's a really well played casual game that it does involve farming in it, but it's also strategic in that sense where it's not like any other farming game that you're used to seeing or playing. But the game is going to come out on April 8th on Steam. So if you are interested in playing the game, I would suggest to try it out or watch a few gameplays before you purchase the game to see if you would actually like it. I really enjoyed it, but it is going to be very different from any other farming game. But I don't think think it's going to be too difficult where you are going to feel stuck and like hate the game. You're just going to use your head a little bit more. The next game I wanted to bring up, which I actually really enjoyed as well, is a game called Urban Jungle. Urban Jungle is a cozy coming of age simulation where you turn each new home into a lush sanctuary filled with houseplants and cats. You pretty much follow the protagonists from childhood to adulthood, building connections through plants with a story unfolding as you decorate. The gameplay pretty much centers around unpacking and placing plants, with each species needing specific light or humidity conditions. So there is a small puzzle element when it comes to organizing of the plants that you have. So you're kind of just balancing the placement and sources for maximum points. In creative mode, it unlocks after every chapter, letting you freely redecorate with items from every level. The hand-drawn art shifts emotionally with each life chapter, warm and bright during happy moments, gray during hardships, while the lo-fi inspired soundtrack keeps the vibe relaxing. Plus, the little addition to having a cat in some of the scenes and playing with your cat is a little extra bonus. I really like petting the cat and just like having that cat just relax in the little space that I'm decorating. I do like that you're able to kind of move things around. There is some storytelling through the art and decor of the game. And while there is some puzzle elements to the game, it's not that hard where it gets frustrating. And I like that you're able to kind of replay the scenes, or I guess the rooms, and kind of replant, or I guess redecorate where you want the plants to go. The plant selections are always randomized per round anyways, so it kind of keeps you on your toes. So you're not expecting the same plants every single time, where it can get boring. So I do like that the plants are randomized, and so you can't really have a set selection. Like you really have to strategize as well. The plant management of like trying to figure out like what plant goes where does require some trial and error. What I wish you could do, or what I was struggling with, is just like the limitations of the humidity that you're able to unlock, I guess, because there are some plants that, for example, one, I think it was a bedroom, there was only one area where there was humidity, and I personally don't like putting all the plants in one area. I know technically plants do need specific requirements like light and humidity, but I just like wish there was a way, if you had enough money or something, like obviously make it like a high price point to add in like a humidifier, like add in, and you know, like maybe not like a light source, because that I feel like can just be in the game, but like maybe unlock certain things so that we, as in the players, have a little bit more freedom to be able to place the plants and decorate how we like it. But I guess that's where the creative mode kind of kicks you in versus like the story mode. But yeah, I think that's where I kind of struggled with the most. It's just like I didn't like how the plants were placed, but I had no choice because they needed humidity and they needed the light. But then sometimes some of the plants don't get along with specific plants. So yeah, there is a little bit of puzzle and strategic planning into it, like I mentioned, but I just like wish there was a way to unlock an extra humidifier, or like if you click on it, you have to pay for it to turn on or something like that. The demo is available on Steam right now if you do want to try it out yourself, but the game isn't expensive at all if you do end up liking the game, and it's definitely worth playing if you are a fan of games such as unpacking and if you do love storytelling as well. The next game I tried out and I really had high hopes for, only because like I like the idea of it, but I think with the demo, I did enjoy it, don't get me wrong, but I did struggle a little bit of like how to prepare some of the flowers, because like I thought I would have done it right based on the notes, but I ultimately failed. The upcoming game that I wanted to talk about is called BloomTale. It is a cozy flower shop simulation game where creativity meets arrange management. You'll run your own flower shop, arranging beautiful floral bouquets and speak the language of flowers while managing customer requests and your inventory. The gameplay focuses on crafting meaningful bouquets based on a customer's emotion, with each flower carrying a symbolic significance. The world is vibrant, relaxing, and perfect for fans of nature-themed cozy games. Like I mentioned before, because it is a demo, I know it is very limited to what is going to be available once the full game releases, but I think I was just really struggling in trying to perfect the flower bouquets or flower requests, because I would look up the meaning of it and like what it's asking for, and sometimes I don't get it right and I don't know where I would fall short with. But I think it's just a lot of trial and error, especially because the game is still in development. I do like that the focus of this game is really learning the language of flowers and a really different creative storytelling aspect to it. It is very cozy and relaxing, and it does have the typical shop management elements. I also feel like time goes by really fast. I wish I could slow it down just a little bit because I do want to enjoy getting through like the orders. So I don't know if there's like some sort of like sandbox creative mode where I'm able to just place like orders. Sometimes I also felt like the bouquets they didn't look as good as I like hoped for, because I think there's certain requirements when you put into a bouquet and it looks so empty sometimes. But I don't know, maybe that's just me. I don't know what it is. I wish you're able to put in like filler flowers in it to make it more full, I guess, without having to lose or gain any points from it. But overall, the game was appealing. It's very cute. I do want more from it, so I'm hoping to see a little bit more updates on the game itself. I'm not sure 100% if I will purchase the game. I think I'll just wait to see what the updates or the roadmap of this game is gonna look like. Only just because, like, again, as much as I did enjoy the demo, I think I had a higher hopes for it. Like, I really wanted the flower bouquets to look a certain way, and it didn't. Like I mentioned, it looked empty and I couldn't add additional flowers without like ruining like my point. So that's just like my perspective. But again, things can change, so don't take my word for it. I would recommend to definitely try out this game if you are able to play it on the demo version and just see how you like it yourself. It is very peaceful. It's very relaxing. There's no pressure. It's just like your typical store management game, but you're just really focusing on the storytelling of the game and putting together like beautiful flowers to make customers and people in the game really happy. The next game that I did try out is a game called Monsterest. I think I said that right. So this game is a charming pixel art like simulation game where you run a cozy monster-friendly inn. Every day a new monster arrives and it's your job to craft the furniture, decorate the rooms, cook meals, and make them feel at home. Activities like chopping trees, fishing, hunting create a relaxing gameplay loop focused on resource gathering and crafting. It is gonna be your typical farming, somewhat simulation game. In the demo, there wasn't a lot of farming. So I don't know if I would technically call it a farming game, but it is like your typical cozy game. You are, like I mentioned, running an inn for monsters, and you can actually befriend them. So the first monster that you do befriend actually helps you chop down lumber that you need to create rooms and furniture. So I did like that aspect to it. I didn't get too far into the demo. There's not much information so far of the game itself, so I can't really go much into details of what to expect and like what features that is going to eventually be available. But I do hope to see some farming aspect to it, so I'm able to farm my own vegetables, my own crops, so I can make them into meals. But it kind of reminds me of the game called Spirited Tea. It's not exactly like Spirited Tea, mind you, but that whole idea of that you are pretty much serving to so-called monsters in this game, and then in Spirited Tea you're serving to spirits. But I do like that it's unique in that aspect. I do want to see more of the game, so I'm hoping that there are some updates along the way later on, or an updated version of the demo. There is no release date, like I mentioned, so I don't really know what the roadmap is going to look like. But the monsters that are satisfied when they do stay at this inn can also eventually continue to return, which kind of adds that relationship building element alongside with the management. Like I mentioned before, like you can really befriend these monsters. Like in the demo, I only befriended one, so I don't know what the other monsters would be able to help you with. I'm assuming there's like a fishing one that can help you fish, and whatever other options there will be, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more monsters and a lot more roles that you're able to unlock. I don't know if there's like a hunting aspect to it or not, but I can only guess that this game will feature eventually, hopefully, some farming, exploration, simulation, and it is somewhat an open world sandbox type where you're kind of just like venturing off. Again, in the demo, I wasn't able to really venture off per se. Like there I was only able to kind of play in my specific area, and there wasn't a lot of personalization and customization to the inn yet that I was able to unlock. But I am assuming, like, obviously we're going to be mining for ores, and it's going to unlock certain furniture and decor along the way. So I'm actually just excited in general to see what other features that it's going to come up with. It is very wholesome. That big monster that I see in the beginning, I do hope it becomes my friend. I don't know what it's supposed to do, but it's really cute. I want it to be my friend. It is a very cozy atmosphere. It's again your typical management farming simulation game. So anybody who does love life simulation, farming, exploration type of games, this is definitely a game to watch out for and add to your wish list. There are a lot of tasks that you have to do like any farming game. So this can look and seem routine for some players who may not want the whole typical cozy aspect of the game, but I do like the unique kind of story that it tells. I don't know right now why my character ended up in this like woods with these monsters, so I'm hoping to learn more about that once the game releases. Last but not least, the game that I also tried out was Whisper of the House, which I actually really did enjoy. It blends cozy unpacking gameplay with a little bit of magical time travel twist. So you as the character, you play as the housekeeper in this place called Whisper Town. You complete organizing and cleaning jobs, starting from simple to gradually like harder levels. There's only 2 homes that I was able to unlock in the demo, which I actually really enjoyed, even though some of the decor wasn't exactly what I wanted it to look, but it got the job done. Some of the tasks that you are to do is obviously unpack, you decorate, you tidy up homes, and the art style, as everybody knows by now, is pixel art, which I love, and it does have a relaxing background music as you're playing the game. Your robot friend, companion, whatever you want to call it, kind of helps you, marks and adds charms as you sort things out. It also snaps photos of your work as well. There's also like a recycling system, so if there's like stuff that you collect that you don't want to have into your home, you can kind of just put it into the recycling bin, and it helps you with managing clutter. You're able to kind of walk around the town as well and find like coupons and other decorative items just lying around, which is kind of like what I would always do. I would just like walk around and click around and see what I would get. You sort out through like garbage bags and like mail, like those mailboxes, things like that. Because I only played the demo and it's not released yet, there is no release date. There is a limitation up to where I can go in the map, but it was really fun. Like I really did enjoy it. What I also really liked, which is like the added bonus to this game, is not only are you just like unpacking and like organizing stuff, as you go to these homes, you kind of unlock and uncover like hidden stories. Like for example, you go to this like scientist lab and you jump back into like you travel back into time to clean the grandfather's house, and there are little like narrative like moments and cozy environmental storytelling that kind of elevates the experience beyond just like a simple unpacking game. So I'm excited to see what the future updates is going to have for this game, or whenever that game does finally release. I do suggest to try it out. The demo is available on Steam right now if you do want to try it out yourself. There is enough on the demo to kind of give you an idea of like what to expect in the game. Again, it's super relaxing in my opinion. If you're able to get to know like your own character, you unlock like little stories. It's super cute and cozy. So yeah, definitely try it out. Again, it's available on Steam right now as a demo, and add it to your wish list. It's definitely a game worth playing if you are over the whole like farming simulation games. This is definitely a game if you love organizing. I'm just saying, it's definitely a game to add to your wish list. And that is that, my friends. Those are the 6 games that I tried out as demos, and I wanted to kind of share with you guys my personal opinion, my experience of the different games that are either going to be released soon, don't have a release date, but has a demo available, or is already out right now. So So let me know in the comments below if you've ever tried any of these games before, if you tried out the demo, or if you're currently playing some of these games right now. I want to hear your thoughts and your experience with these games, or if there's other games out there that you feel like I should try out, drop them in the comments below and I can definitely try out the demo or the game itself and kind of provide you my little experience and my review. Other than that, if you like content such as this, make sure you like the video and subscribe to my channel. It'll definitely help me out as a small creator. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!